Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series of first impression videos. Warframe is not really under a first impression at the moment, because I've put over 300 hours into this game, but it's going to be a nice solid little introduction into this little series I'm going to start doing of games where I sit down, I show you their strong points, and excuse me. But totally unscripted. Just, sit down, I tell you my opinion of the game, and whether I think it's worth your time. This, obviously, is going to be worth your time. I've put 381 hours into this game, and it's freaking awesome. And a couple, maybe about $100 into this game, too. So, every day you log in, you get a little login reward. It's nice. So, you get a primary item XP. So, that goes for leveling up your main weapon. That's pretty cool. So, this is Warframe, and it's a game developed by DE, and over the past year and a half, 2 years now, it's been constantly updated. They get patches constantly. As soon as they put up an update, if something's broken, they usually patch it within an hour of that update coming out. See, now we have these right here. These are the operations and alert missions. These are important for you if you want to gain money and certain items really quickly. It's very, very important that you keep your eye on those. I personally, I have a, since I've put so much time into this game, I have a plugin for Google Chrome to tell me whenever certain alerts go up for certain items, and Google Chrome will alert me. So if you hear a ding in the background, that's Google Chrome saying, hey, this alert's up, log on to Warframe and play this alert mission if you want to get this certain item or this certain amount of money. So, up here you have your platinum, your credits. Platinum is what you spend real money on. They start you off with about 150 for free, I believe. And your Warframe statistics. See, I am currently rank 7 Disciple, which is actually it takes about 300 hours to get to rank 7, in my opinion. Time played, that's my total time played right there, according to Warframe. Steam says I've got over 300. My gross income, how much money I've made in the course of playing, and all your little stats. So, I'm going to take a look and see what we can do here. Show HUD, show FPS. I've got my FPS down here in the bottom. You'll be able to see it right here. That's what my game is currently running at on my setup. I'm running a Radeon 7950 with about 8 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RAM on a MSI Military Class 2 motherboard with a 6-core AMD Phenom 2 processor. It's a Phenom 2 X6. So, show HUD, you can turn your HUD on and off. Chat time stamps, all that stuff. UI in screenshots. Lock map rotation, so your map doesn't rotate with you. Let's see. Alright, so let's look at the other options they've got. You got your field of view. I turn it all the way up because it's a third-person game. Situational awareness. You want to be able to see if stuff is behind you. Display mode. I've got mine on borderless full screen, so I can switch between, drag my mouse over, or I can go to my other screen. I'm running a 2-monitor setup, so I can, look at stuff online if I want to look at the wiki, and I don't have to exit the game to look at stuff. High dynamic range, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I've turned a lot of this stuff off for, definitely I've turned off bloom, because there's a lot of bloom in this game, and after a while, it will start to hurt your eyes. I've turned a lot of this off for performance reasons, because I like to have a nice smooth frame rate, all that stuff. Texture memory medium, I could turn it up higher, but again, performance. I want above 60 frames if I can, because, I mean, I'm not running a Titan. I'm not running, very well optimized game, though. It runs smoothly on the low settings on my laptop, which is about a 3-year-old laptop, and it runs just fine until you get, like, unless you're in a survival mission and you've got, like, 50 enemies coming after you, then it chugs just slightly. I have vertical sync off. I could turn that on. I don't want to right now. You got your controls, and you can do your custom key bindings. All your keys are rebindable, and that's always good. You can adjust your HUD margins, select your region, so which matches connect to. You can even set your ping limit on, you can set how laggy you want a game to be. Like, you can set it to no limit, and you could get good connections, or you could get really crappy connections. So what I'm going to do is, you can set up your network ports and all that other stuff. All that good stuff that I don't quite know about. You can adjust all your audio. I've got my master volume pretty low because, things with stuff. So, I don't like to have... I'm usually on TeamSpeak, so I don't like to have a really loud game in my headphones while trying to listen to other people talk. So, look at that. They've got other things. Get your keys for different special mission types that you can find in other missions. You can get special keys during defense missions and all that stuff as rewards. Your codex, that's your little view. You can view all your all the enemies you've encountered in the game. You scan them with your get a scanner. You can do recon on enemies. The more you know about enemies, the more damage you do to them. And it encourages you to go in and do some missions by yourself stealthily, or get with a couple of friends and help each other fill out your codexes. You even get codexes for weapons that you have. Any weapons. So I've got a Galantine, and that's it right there. And you also have, codexes for mods, art gallery, Warframes. So, it doesn't quite show the Warframe too well, though, in these codexes. You just see that on, like, their outlines. But, yeah. And you've got your foundry. This is where you go to craft things and see what materials you need for certain things that you want crafted. That's something I need. I am one material away from getting this Nova helm, and I'm one material away from getting a Banshee helmet. I have both of those Warframes. And this is where you also, you can view in progress, ready to build. This is what you can build currently without having to look for resources. And this is all the Warframe components that I have. You can, they had it really nice and organized. So your handgun, your melee, your sentinel, your skins. So these are your helmets and your Warframe skins, or really any kind of skin, really, for any weapon. And miscellaneous, so like health packs, reactors, all that good stuff. And Titan extractors. Health packs, reactors, Titan extractors. So, and then now you also have their marketplace to where you can go. And you might be thinking, oh, it's pay to play. It's not pay to play. It's this game is totally free on Steam. But you're thinking, oh, you can buy stuff in the marketplace. It's pay to win. Not necessarily. You still have to be a good player to win. It's pay for convenience. Say you have a weapon that you really, really want. You can't get every weapon in the game. These right here, like say you want primary weapon. These right here, this is not all the primary weapons in the game. This is only maybe not even half of the primary weapons in the game. You can still buy these for, some of them you can even buy for credits. You don't even need real money for. But every weapon and item in this game, you can buy for platinum, or you can earn it and build it yourself. All these weapons, what you can do is you can also go to primary blueprints and spend credits, in-game money on the blueprints, gather the materials, and build it yourself. But likewise, there's other items in the games that aren't in the shop or are not in blueprints in the shop. There are blueprints that drop from certain events, certain things in the game. You have bundles for convenience, and you've got equipment. And you can either buy... And Sentinels are a big part of this game, at least for me, because I use at least 2 different types of Sentinels. I have one for defensive stuff and one for offensive stuff, which is the Death Cube right there. You can buy Sentinels for like $1. I think it's about $1. No. It's $5 for a Sentinel. But you can also, in turn, build one. You can pay 100 credits, 100,000 credits, get the blueprint, get the materials, and build you a Sentinel. Now, you're probably wondering, when is he going to shut up and get to the gameplay? So, that's what I'm about to do now. Let me go ahead and claim my materials from my extractor. You can also do that. You can build little Titan extractors, send them to planets that you've been to collect resources for you while you're not at the computer. So what we're going to do is a quick... let's find a good extermination mission. Or infestation outbreak. Look at that. So what you want to do is, if you're playing against certain enemy types, you want to build for that enemy type that you're about to go up against. So I'm about to fight Infested. Infested are weak to certain things like fire, so I'm going to be using a fire-based Warframe. You don't have to use a fire-based Warframe, but I also want to spec my weapons to go up against Infested. So you have 3 different loadouts, there's 3 different factions, you can build your weapons and quick swap out your loadouts. B is my loadout for Infested. Apply. And I can go in and just, set my loadout for certain things. Upgrade and set that and apply. But I also have a few other weapons. Now, with this particular Warframe, I use I do believe the boar. This is a gun. I do not believe you can get this gun anymore. It was a limited time thing. Now here, this is your mod screen. This is where you're going to be doing most of your stuff. So I'm going to mod this out for Infested, so that I can get the most out of killing Infested with this thing. So what I'm going to want is certain mods do better against certain enemies. And I think that's about all I can do. Let me add a magazine capacity to that. Equip. And I do believe with her I use the kunai. Are these throwing stars. And her weapon I use with her, I do believe, is the heat dagger, because it is a fire-based dagger. Alright, so now we're ready to take on a defense, or an infested mission. So you see, you come in here, you look at, see which rewards you want, and then you get in, and you get in your lobby. And now we wait for a couple of players to join our game, or we can start playing now. I'm going to go ahead and start the game, and people can join me. So, Now we'll get into some gameplay, and I'll give you my opinions on that. It's really fun. It's amazing. As soon as it gets loaded up here, we'll see. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink real quick. Much better. Now, the Warframe I'm playing as is known as Ember, and that's my Sentinel floating right there.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the
Mobile
network.
defense. Oh.
For heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Okay, so I did not grab my, I have to hold this entire mission. This might be a little difficult by myself. I'm really hoping someone joins my game. But this is one of the missions. Oh, there's somebody. Somebody just joined.
Multiple biosignatures detected.
And we're gonna try and hold out against the infested. Well, it's a third-person shooter. It's very obvious. It's very fast-paced gameplay. I gotta work on that. The uhs and ums. Now that right there, that blue orb I just picked up is called energy. That's what you use to fuel your abilities. You can't fight without energy. So, whoa, what I'm gonna do here is use one of my abilities and wipe out a couple of these enemies here. That was my Warframe's ultimate ability. It's basically kind of a get out of jail free card. Your oh fuck moment, kind of. Now, this is very parkour based game. And you can see, I can, oh, you hear that ding? That's one of the alerts going off. I don't know if you heard that or not, that went through. But, yeah. We got all this stuff going down here. If I knew, I didn't look to see if it was going to be a defense mission. I saw it was a alert or a mission that's up for battle pay.
Get me in and get ready to defend.
And so I jumped in without paying attention. I would have set up for more of a defensive role. If I had known, I probably would have used a different Warframe. But right now, I'm using the Ember, and she's more of a pure offensive Warframe. And I might not even get this all done here. That's like her one offensive ability. I'm just getting rocked here, too. Yep, now I'm down. And I have to get revived. Hopefully somebody will revive me. If not, I have a couple of extra revives. There we go. Use my little get out of jail free card and collect some energy. There we go. Since she revived me, I'm going to return the favor, help her up. Now, this game itself is really fun. If you have not heard about it, or you have, and you play, then, yeah. Right now, I'm sitting at about 30 frames a second. It's still going smooth. It's a good 30 frames. I don't have everything up on max. Now, I don't claim to have the best computer either. I'm running on kind of a budgeted... Spent maybe $700 on this PC about 2 years ago. And the only thing I've upgraded in it really is the graphics card in the past year. So. But, I mean, I've got a decent system spec, and I could turn more stuff down. I still have some stuff on high. But, you know. Oh, there's a Banshee right there. It's one of the Warframes that I own. And, see, You can see it's good shoot 'em up, fast-paced action. Really fun. Reload my shotgun.
Multiple targets ahead.
Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next terminal, defend that location, and we'll be ready to go.
We've got to find the terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Now, this game is currently it's free to play. It's also out on PlayStation 4,
Drop me in.
but
Defend our position.
it's really fun. I don't know how many times I can say that before it starts sounding old,
I'm in, Tenno.
but it's fun to play. The missions themselves, though, after a while, they do get repetitive. It's more of a game that I kind of, you know, I log in, I play it for maybe an hour now. Now, I'm not, like, totally obsessed with it. I play it for about an hour a day. You know, I get off, I do my stuff on here, I have my fun. You know, or if I'm playing with friends, I might make it an all-day thing, and we sit down and we run missions all day. It's really fun, and you can't really complain when it's free to play like this. Perfect game. Whoa! I almost bit the dust there. Oh, there I go. Now I guess gotta hope someone revives me. Alrighty. Now we're going a bit crazy with our abilities here. It's getting really fast-paced. It's a fun game, man. It's really fun. If you like third-person shooters, you know, Mass Effect, any of that stuff, really team and ability-based, you'll like this. Mass Effect multiplayer, that is, not single player. Single player is more of a all you or nothing kind of thing, you know. That one you more or less order around your squad. But the way I've got my Warframe set up now, I can pretty much just, you know, if you're good enough, you can actually build your Warframes to where you can just use abilities and not even go through a match firing a single shot. So, that's always nice too. And the shotgun I'm using, full automatic. Awesome. Runs out of ammo really quickly, but again, there's usually always some sort of enemy around waiting to get ganked, and they usually drop ammo for you. Try to find some energy real quick. Hey, look at this. This is just nuts. Like I said, lots of enemies on screen at once. Pop my ability one more time. Oh! Yes! Finally someone else is using their abilities besides me. It's always nice. Someone revive me, please.
We are finished here. Move on. All data logs indicate an artifact somewhere.
I knew they were going to say that. And the missions even change up sometimes. So it's still a mobile defense mission, but it went from mobile defense to regular defense. So we're going to go over here and get this stuff done. It's very parkour based. You can do wall runs. I haven't really had the chance to show that off much here, but you can do all kinds of little wall runs and other things.
Artifact found. Defend it until the extraction team.
But there's a lot of points in levels where if you're by yourself, you can advance. But if you've got teammates, you can't always run ahead. You can't. It's a team effort. You should really stay with your team. A lot of people hate people who get in who get in team missions and play like they're in single player, where they just try to run ahead and get everything done before anybody can do anything. But yeah, very, very fun game. The only downside is things do get repetitive after a while. You can sit here and do all these things, and you know, every mission after a while it's going to start feeling the same. They are constantly adding new mission types, so it's not so much like that now. But back when it first came out, it felt kind of really repetitive. Oh, I need some energy bad. There's some. Ow. I'm getting tossed around here. Oh no! Oh no! Try and take out as many as I can if I don't get revived. Thank you. Oh, the cryopod's going down. We might not make this mission. Oh, energy. Yes. Very fast paced though, sometimes you can't even tell what you're doing. Oh, I just got clocked. Oh no. But yeah, like, I'm trying to talk and keep up with all this at the same time, and it's really hard. But if these are well enough liked, I think I'll make this into a little video series of some of the games I really like to do, and even games I haven't played yet. Then I'll just give you my opinions on them. I'm trying not to die, but Ember is so squishy. And, you know, if I wasn't here, I don't think you guys would be having too easy of a time. Ow! Ugh, I gotta get up. Ah! See, I got killed trying to revive him. I'm about to switch to my kunai. Because this Warframe is pretty new, actually. It's one of the reasons I've been dying so much. Whoa! Plus, these ancients keep clocking me and I keep falling over. Now, get off of me! There we go. Alrighty then. So that was a mission in Warframe. One of the very, very many missions that they have. I'm kind of right now. It's like, my brain. You know? I can't speak correctly. But yeah. show you some of the wall running here.
Multiple targets ahead. Leave no one standing.
A lot of parkour in this game. We're gonna try. Whoa! Did you see that? I seem to be stuck. And I can't get out. There we go. That'll happen from time to time. Remember, the game still is in beta. So, yeah. Stuff like that will happen. They ain't got quite everything worked out. But like I said, they find something that's broken, and they usually have a patch out for it within a few minutes.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
That was a little over the top for me there. But, yeah, this is my video on Warframe, and I will see you guys later. Look at that. 51% damage. You know they wouldn't have survived without me.